Buckle up, Buttercup, Lack shouts for some reason at Laddie, who is drained from the consecutive battles. If we win this next fight, that's it, Lavia says in quiet awe. Let's wipe those smug looks off everyone's faces, you say by way of encouragement. Yeah, Lavia shouts in response. The ringleader announces the final battle. There's no turning back now. Who else should be waiting for you in the final round but the Crimson Attendant? Despite this being a team event, he's battled his way to the final round all by himself. Do your worst, he bellows, striking an intimidating pose. Don't need to tell me twice, Lavia barks back, gripping his sword for dear life and fixing his gaze upon his attendant. Oh, this fight won't be anything like the others. Magnificent. Fortune favors the bold. The powerful attendant bears down with all his might, but Lavia holds firm. As the pair struggle, A section of the arena wall suddenly blows apart. A familiar beast emerges from the dust and the rubble. One you swear you saw in chains but a day ago. Whipped into a frenzy, the beast whirls a hammer over its head and charges you. Magnificent. It has been a brutal struggle. The beast's knees buckle ever so briefly. There's your opening. Time for our special attack. The Crimson Maiden and his attendant bellow in unison. Good work. The Crimson Maiden and his stalwart attendant's attack slays the beast. Gladio at last acknowledges the strength hidden within Levia and recognizes him as an equal. Use that strength to fulfill your destiny, Gladio says with the air of a proud father seeing his own son off on an adventure. Levia prepares to address the raucous crowd. He places a hand to his chest, gathers himself for a moment, and begins his speech. He tells of his history with Gladio, who trained him ever since he was a young boy and raised him in place of his departed mother. Gladio taught him the true meaning of strength, so he could one day fulfill the Maiden's destiny. He molded Levia into a strong young man from an immature boy. And now that his strength has been universally recognized, Levia tells the crowd it is time to reveal a truth that he has kept well hidden. Levia is in fact a woman, and thus the rightful successor to the Crimson Maiden. I, Levia, swear to protect this land as its rightful maiden. She raises her relic to the sky. It begins to shine with a light to rival the sun overhead. Levia, the Crimson Maiden by name and birthright, basks in the glory her people rain down upon her. Her small frame shows no sign of buckling under the immense responsibility that is now upon her. At last, she looks ready. Levia is mobbed by a heaving crowd of admirers. Seeing as they're bound to keep her busy for some time, and surmising that there will be other opportunities to borrow the relic, you decide to depart Hero's Dominion. You bid the Dominion farewell as the sun dyes the sky a deep red in celebration of the Maiden's victory. The voice belongs to none other than the Crimson Maiden herself, guardian of the West Isle. She approaches you, serene and calm as can be. Who is this person? Was the belligerence and bravado all an act? A lie? Is there a difference? Acknowledging your friendship forged in the crucible of battle, she hands the Maiden's relic to Laddie. on the condition that should she become a maiden, Laddie must visit the Dominion and return the relic. Livia gives a hearty wave as you push off from shore. Why would the Crimson Maiden, whose biggest wish has just come true, be crying? No, no, no. Her face must be catching the light of the setting sun. Yes, that's why her eyes look so red. Laddie gazes out at the horizon from the deck of the ship as it rolls over the waves. The Crimson Maiden became a maiden in the end. You reckon Laddie's thinking about that journey and what it means for her. Laddie takes out her book and scribbles something inside, which she then shows to you. Apparently, Laddie's mother was the previous maiden of the village. There might be some clues as to how to become a maiden in the personal effects she left behind. Her proposal is as big as her handwriting is small. You nod firmly and cut the rudder in the direction of Omega Isle. Lack claps you on the shoulder, saying, "You could do with a rest here and there yourself." It then starts to chant some kind of spell. Lack casts a spell on the ship, and suddenly the sails unfurl and the wheel begins to turn without any assistance. It explains that your ship can now travel to any island you've already visited on its own. You've never seen Lack look so smug with itself, and that's saying something. You find yourselves back in the village Laddie had hitherto refused to return to. Her grip on the Crimson Maiden's relic tightens. Her face is taut and determined. Laddie sets foot in the village, not even bothering to have Lack transform her face with its shape-shifting magic. So, you've returned, a woman says with no small amount of displeasure. What a warm welcome. The woman heads out of view towards the center of town, as if fleeing from Laddie's very presence. You know that Laddie, for her part, wants to become a maiden so she can protect these people. You just hope you can get that message through to them.